MSI MEG X, when your monitor becomes the cheat code. phantomtec reports. Welcome back, everybody. Just another tech phantom here, signing on to another episode of phantomtec reports. Now, peeps, let me set the scene properly. CES 2026, neon lights, buzzwords flying around like RGB confetti, and every company screaming AI louder than the next booth over. And then MSI rolls up with something that looks innocent on the surface, glossy, curved, ultra-wide, dripping in QD-OLED goodness, and then quietly hands competitive integrity a body bag. This is the MSI MEG X, a 34-inch ultra-wide QD-OLED running at 34-40 by 14-40 with a frankly unhinged 360 Hz refresh rate. On paper, it's already endgame tier hardware. Ultra smooth motion, OLED blacks, blistering response times, immersive as hell. If this monitor did nothing else, it would already be a premium flex piece for high-end rigs. But MSI didn't stop at great display. Oh no. They strapped an AI brain inside the monitor itself. Not software, not drivers, not something anti-cheat can sniff. An actual onboard NPU living inside the display, post GPU, post signal, quietly watching your pixels like a digital hawk. And that's where things go from cool tech demo to this is absolutely getting banned. Let's talk about AI tracking. This feature identifies character models on screen and boosts their visibility. Read that again slowly. The monitor detects enemies and highlights them. That is not visual preference. That is not color calibration. That is target assistance happening outside the game engine. In any serious FPS competitive environment, that is cheating. Full stop. No debate, no nuance. If this were software, you'd be banned before the first round ended. Then we've got AI goggles. Flashbangs exist for a reason. They're meant to disorient you, blind you, punish bad positioning. MSI's AI goggles detect a flashbang event and dynamically adjust exposure and contrast, so you recover visibility faster than everyone else. That half-second advantage? In pro play, that's the difference between winning the round and spectating your own corpse. That's not accessibility, that's not comfort, that is negating a core game mechanic in real time. And then there's AI scope. Automatic zooming when an enemy is detected for more precise aiming. Let that sink in. The monitor is modifying how you visually engage with targets without the game's knowledge. That's not aim assist. That's aim enhancement happening at the display layer. Anti-cheat can't see it. The game can't detect it. Tournament organizers would lose their minds. If you're wondering why this is such a problem, here's the key point. All of this happens after the GPU renders the frame. The signal leaves your PC clean. No hooks, no overlays, no injected code. By the time the image hits the monitor, the AI goes to work. From the system's point of view, you're a saint. From the competitive integrity point of view, you're playing with wall hacks baked into your display. This is why this thing will never be allowed anywhere near a serious FPS tournament. CS, Valorant, COD League, you name it. If you walked into a LAN with this monitor and those features enabled, you'd be escorted out faster than someone caught running scripts. The only way to enforce fairness would be physical monitor inspections, locked OSDs, or literal camera surveillance on player displays. And yes, that's where this road leads. Now, MSI will absolutely tell you these features are for single-player games, practice modes, immersion, accessibility, whatever buzzword fits the press release. And sure, in Cyberpunk, go wild. In racing games, have fun. In casual play, nobody's calling the esports police. But let's not pretend who this is really marketed to. This is aimed squarely at the I want an edge crowd. The 18-year-old try-hard grinding, ranked, dreaming of going viral, convinced that one more advantage is the difference between obscurity and Twitch fame. MSI knows exactly what they're doing here, and the scary part, they've technically done nothing illegal. Monitor crosshairs already exist. Shadow boosting already exists. Dark stabilization is already widespread. MSI just took all of that, injected AI, and made it dynamic, selective, and far more powerful. This is the slippery slope moment, because once a monitor can selectively brighten enemies, dynamically undo flashbangs, and zoom targets, where does it stop? Fog reduction, peripheral motion alerts, predictive highlighting. MSI has already shown in past demos that the tech can go much further. They've just learnt to ship it quietly. To be fair, not everything here is controversial. OLED Care 3.0 is genuinely solid. Presence detection that dims the panel when you walk away is smart. HDR curve customization is enthusiast-grade goodness. Voice control is fine, I guess, if you want to argue with your monitor at 2 a.m. The build quality, the RGB light bar, the pure black coating, the 3H panel hardness, all premium stuff. As a display, this thing is gorgeous, but none of that will matter in competitive FPS circles, because the moment AI-assisted visual manipulation touches enemy visibility and combat mechanics, it stops being a monitor and starts being a silent teammate that never misses. And here's the kicker. Anti-cheat cannot solve this. You cannot patch a display. You cannot VAC ban a monitor. The only defense is outright bans, locked hardware lists, and extreme enforcement. That's why this will absolutely be banned in and around pro FPS gaming. It's not a matter of opinion, it's inevitable. So if you're asking, would I use these features? The answer is simple. Single player? Sure. Competitive multiplayer? Absolutely not. Not because it's tempting, but because it undermines the entire point of competition. Great tech, insane panel, fascinating future. But if AI in monitors keeps heading this direction, esports is going to have a very uncomfortable conversation real soon. And before we wrap it up, if you appreciate cutting through the marketing nonsense, debunking phantomtec, and keeping your hard-earned cash safe, make sure you subscribe and like phantomtec. It genuinely helps keep this channel alive and independent. Well, peeps, I'm just another Tech Phantom signing off from phantomtec, so thanks for joining us, and peace.